You're sitting there, maybe feeding them, maybe just existing in the same room, and your baby locks eyes with you and just holds it, unblinking, completely focused, like they're reading something written on your face that only they can see. It feels intense, a little unnerving, like being studied by someone who knows more than they're letting on. Here's the thing. You are being studied. And what's happening in that moment is not what most parents think. It is not passive. It is not random. It is one of the most sophisticated cognitive operations a human brain is capable of. And your baby is running it on you every single waking moment they have access to your face. Today, we break down exactly what is happening. And it will change how you see every single stare from this point forward. Part 1. The stare is active. The first mistake most parents make is assuming the stare is passive, that the baby is simply looking because there's nothing else interesting nearby, because they haven't learned to look away yet, because your face happens to be close. None of that is true. The stare is active, purposeful, goal-directed, and it is doing several things simultaneously that researchers have spent decades trying to fully understand. When your baby locks eyes with you, they are downloading you. Your face is the single most important source of information your baby has access to. It tells them whether the world is safe or dangerous in this moment, whether something nearby is worth being afraid of, whether you are emotionally available or emotionally absent, whether they should be calm or alert. Your face is their primary data source for understanding reality, and the stare is the data collection happening in real time. But it goes deeper than information. Your baby is also regulating themselves through your face. This is called co-regulation, and it is one of the most important concepts in early development. Your baby's nervous system is not yet capable of managing its own emotional states. When they feel overwhelmed, uncertain, or overstimulated, making eye contact with you is how they stabilize. Your face, your expression, your calmness, these are literally inputs that regulate their physiological state, their heart rate, their cortisol levels, their breathing. The stare is not just looking, it is self-medication. Your face is the medicine, and the stare is how they take it. Part 2. The social referencing system. Around 4 to 6 months, something becomes visible in the stare that wasn't there before. Your baby starts looking at you not just for comfort, but for information about specific situations. A dog enters the room, a stranger appears, a loud noise happens, a new object appears on the floor, and your baby looks at it briefly, then immediately looks at your face. Not the thing, your face. To read your reaction, to know what their reaction should be. This is called social referencing, and it is one of the most elegant systems in developmental psychology. Your baby is outsourcing their threat assessment to you. They don't yet have enough experience of the world to know whether a barking dog is dangerous or friendly. They don't know if the loud noise is something to cry about or something to ignore. They don't know if the new person in the room is safe. So they check your face. If your expression is calm and open, they tend to relax. If your expression tightens or you pull back even slightly, they register that signal and respond to it accordingly. The famous visual cliff experiment demonstrates this perfectly. Researchers created a table with a glass surface that created the illusion of a sudden drop. Babies who crawled to the edge of the apparent cliff would stop and look at their mother. If the mother smiled and looked encouraging, the baby would cross. If the mother looked fearful, the baby would not cross, even though nothing about the physical situation had changed at all. The baby was not reading the cliff. They were reading the mother. Your face is their safety manual. The stare is them consulting it in real time. Part 3. What your face does to their brain. When your baby looks at your face, something happens in their brain that goes far beyond visual processing. The fusiform face area, the specialized brain region dedicated specifically to processing faces, activates immediately. But the activation doesn't stop there. It cascades into the emotional processing centers, the memory systems, the stress regulation pathways. Seeing your face is a whole brain event for your baby, every time. And the specific thing that matters most is not your features. It is your expression, your emotional availability. Researchers at Harvard studied what happens when a mother goes suddenly expressionless, a technique called the still face paradigm. The baby is interacting normally with their mother, getting smiles and responses. Then the mother is instructed to go completely blank. Neutral expression. No response. No reaction. Within seconds, the baby tries to re-engage. They smile. They gesture. They vocalize. They do everything they know to restore the connection. When the face stays blank, the baby's behavior escalates. They look away and back. They become distressed. Within 2 minutes, some babies show signs of significant physiological stress, elevated cortisol, increased heart rate, gaze aversion. When the mother re-engages, the baby calms. But the study found something remarkable. The recovery takes longer than the distress. The impact of the blank face lingers after the face comes back. This is how powerful your face is to your baby. It is not decoration. It is not background noise. It is the regulating force at the center of their world. Part 4. The Stare and Language. Here is something almost nobody tells new parents. Every time your baby stares at your face while you speak, they are doing linguistic analysis. They are watching your mouth move and cross-referencing it with the sounds they are hearing. They are studying the physical production of language, the lip shapes, the jaw movements, the correlation between specific mouth positions and specific sounds. This is called audio-visual speech processing, and it is a critical part of how babies learn language. Not from hearing alone, from watching a face speak. Studies have shown that babies who have more face-to-face interaction during the first year show stronger language outcomes at age 2 and 3. Not because of the words alone, because of the visual information that came with the words. This is also why screens are significantly less effective for language learning at this age than a real face. A screen delivers audio and sometimes video, but it doesn't respond. It doesn't adjust when the baby looks away. It doesn't pause when attention drifts and resume when it returns. The live back-and-forth responsiveness, the contingency, is irreplaceable. When your baby stares at your face while you talk, they are not zoning out. They are in the most active possible learning state, attending a masterclass in human communication. And you are the only teacher qualified to run it. Part 5. The Stare as Conversation. You might think conversation requires words. It doesn't. Not at this age. Your baby stares at you. You respond. A smile, a raised eyebrow, a sound. They respond to your response. A movement, a vocalization, a change of expression. You respond again. This is a conversation. It has all the structural features of verbal dialogue. Turn-taking, initiation, response, contingency. The baby does something, you do something, they respond to what you did. Developmental psychologists call this serve and return interaction, and it is perhaps the single most important interaction type in early development. Every serve and return exchange builds neural pathways associated with communication, social engagement, and emotional regulation. Every exchange teaches the baby that their signals matter, that the world responds, that they have agency in this relationship. Babies who have more serve and return interactions in the first year show stronger language development, stronger executive function, and stronger emotional regulation in later childhood. The research on this is overwhelming, and it starts with the stare. The baby stares. You notice and respond. They respond to your response. That loop, repeated thousands of times every day, is building the foundation of their social and cognitive development in real time. Part 6. How the stare changes. The stare is not the same throughout the first year. It evolves. and each evolution tells you something about what brain system just came online. In the first weeks, the stare is primarily regulatory. The baby needs your face to stabilize their nervous system. The gaze is intense and fixed. It is a holding on kind of looking. Around 2 to 3 months, the stare becomes more interactive. The baby starts responding to your responses. The gaze becomes a dialogue. Serve and return really begins here. Around 4 to 6 months, social referencing begins. The gaze starts going outward to the world and back to you, and back to the world. The baby using you as a base station while beginning to explore the wider environment with their eyes. Around 9 to 12 months, joint attention develops. The baby looks at an object, then looks at you, then looks back at the object, inviting you into their focus, saying, "Look at this," with their eyes. This is a significant developmental milestone. They are not just consulting your face, they are sharing experience with you. Each evolution is a window into the brain system that just came online. The next time your baby locks eyes with you and holds that gaze, really holds it the way only a baby can, think about what is actually happening. They are downloading your face, regulating their nervous system, consulting their safety manual, running linguistic analysis, initiating a conversation, building the neural pathways that will underpin their social and cognitive development for decades. All of that, in a stare. The intensity you feel when they look at you that way is not your imagination. You are being studied with a focus and dedication that most humans never direct at anything. You are the most important thing in their world, and they are learning everything they can about you through their eyes in every moment they have access to your face. Let them look, and look back.